Well, good morning and welcome to Grandma's Place. I'm glad you stopped by. And I just want to thank you for subscribing, especially Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. I was trying to figure out how to thank people on my YouTube studio, which I did sort of, but I wanted to thank them personally, like, send them an email, but I don't know. I'm kind of techie illiterate. But anyhow, this is a tablecloth that I did many years ago, at least, let's say 60 years ago, maybe, because we learned quite young how to do this stuff. And just one of the first things I learned to do was this variegated thread they had back then. Crochet thread, yeah, really fine. You can see, yeah, and I hemmed it all by hand. It's all done by hand, no sewing. And then I embroidered all this with the pattern that is stamped on, ironed on, stamped on. And it's got a few stains on it. Yeah, my granny showed me how to do all this. Yep, so that's the back of it. You can see the back, not too bad. Yeah, pretty good. Lots of tea stains on there. I kept it in all these years. So today I thought I would show you, apart from that, I thought I'd show you, just so the background doesn't distract you. I'll put you on the lacy tablecloth there so you can see better. So this is a kit I've had for a long time. And it's Creative Circle. And it comes with a frame. And it has a chart. And I have to hunt for the for the 26 count canvas. And it's a sailing boat. Yeah, and it goes into this little frame, and it stands up like that. I've done the bird one, and it's around too. It usually gets stuck in with my Christmas ornaments for some reason. I always forget where I put it, and then I go to bring it in. Yeah, and that's done on 26 count too. And this is the one I'm making. This one here, eventually, hopefully. So, yeah. These weren't cheap back in the day. No, even for, I don't know how many years ago, because still in Canada, there's not that many places where you could get needlework. There was 2 to 3 places maybe, and then they all shut down because the shipping got bad. And then, what do you call it? The border, going across the border tax, whatever that's called again, I forget. Anyhow, yeah, it got ridiculous. And so, yeah, so I saved all my stuff because 20 years ago or more, 1990-ish, I guess, I used to do Creative Circle, and it's a company that was based in the U.S. And I think I bought more than I sold. It was sort of like Tupperware kind of company where the people at top made the most money. That wasn't me. But we got a lot of pretty good deals. I got some stuff still, and I really want to finish it because it's really good quality. I mean, this is not a cheap frame by any means. Like, it's really well made, and it's a little polishing up. And so I have to go on the hunt for the fabric, and I couldn't find the thread either, so I did manage to. I don't know what those numbers are. I think they used to be pretty basic colors, light blue, dark blue, so I kind of matched them up as best I could, because at one point they were using DMC numbers, and other times they were using Candemar, which is another company that has very detailed cross-stitch ones. I have one or two of those. Thomas Kincaid one and a cat one, another cat one. So, yeah, and then I managed to find this old butterfly thing, and I just wound them up around there so they wouldn't fall off of here, which when you have one thread, sorry, my hand's shaking again today. It's coming down off COVID medication still, I think. Ugh, I was so tired the other day when I got home, and I just zonked out for one day. It was not fun. So, yeah, basically one strand for each color when you do 26 strands. But I don't know if anybody remembers these. You just kind of loop your thread through, and there's numbers there, but they're really hard to see. But, once you figure out where number 1 is, you just pretty basic how you do it. And there's white. Oh, I got that one in the wrong order. Oh, it won't matter, but the symbols are pretty straightforward and they're clear, so it didn't take too long. It's not that big. I don't know why I never finished it. Kids, you know, and then kind of phased out of doing it for a while, and I got into latching and other stuff, and, you know, just stuff like that. Life in general. Yeah, when the kids moved out, then I started doing it again, and yeah, and I really enjoy it now, so I don't have to count most of the time, but I do still like it because I'm used to it, and I've done some pretty cool pictures that I got hiding away, which I'll have to bring out. I changed my pictures around according to the season. I like to get my hands on that one. It's probably on, I've seen these on Etsy, the patterns, even just the patterns. Yeah, you can buy a PDF cheaper than you can a kit. Yeah, I don't know if that's really legal or not, because I thought there was copyrights on it, because there's copyright on here. Usually there is somewhere on here. I've seen them. Yeah, see, there's copyright down there. So, I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, so the chart should be easy to see, you know, and the colors are pretty basic, so I was able to match them all with pretty well what they had on here, I think. So I might not get to it right away because there's so much I wanted to, but this is in my list now that I found it. For a while, this was missing, and then I lost the thread. I was not very careful, I will admit, but yeah. And now I'm kind of more organized than I used to be when I had kids, so. But that's my show and tell, my Creative Circle show and tell for today, because I have a lot more that I've finished that turned out really nice. And yeah, so I think in my next video, I will show you a little more of what I've been working on. I don't want to make this one too long, but I'll leave that out here for the thumbnail there, because I don't have a thumbnail. Okay, which one is it? Oh, there it is. What is it? It's called What Is It Wednesday. What is it Wednesday? I don't know. If I can ever get my act together to do it regularly, just that when I get older, things kind of go awry. When you think you got all the time in the world and life throws a curve. So thank you for watching. And again, I really appreciate all my new subscribers, and thank you much. Thanks so much. I just really appreciate it because I'm really new at this, and some of my videos aren't all that great, but you know, whatever. I'm just learning. I know. I'll try to speak up and speak louder so that I know my first couple of videos, there was no volume, and by the time I realized it was a weekend and I already had a few likes on it, and I didn't want to disturb the status quo. Silly, isn't it? Just for a couple of views on my thing. But anyway, you live and learn, and I'll get used to it eventually. I just not very good at editing things yet, so I'm trying this way better. It seems a bit better. I have more control over the computer, except when Siri, you know, hears me and she wants to talk in the middle of what I'm doing. Okay, thanks a lot, and we'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. God bless, and spread a little joy, because God knows we sure need it. Bye.